welcome back to Mobility Project. Recently in one of the comments, one of our viewers asked, hey, we need more professional athletes on the blog. I couldn't agree more. So here's who we have today. One of our friends, Josh Webster, ladies and gentlemen, USA Air Force Pararescue.
That's right.
Right? Just got back from where?
Sudan.
And you're back for how many days?
A week.
And about to go somewhere else sketchy.
That's
We
right.
can't talk about that. But one of the things that happened was that when you're in Sudan, you're doing surgery, you're doing first aid, working with refugee kind of people?
Right, working refugees, locals, in clinics, and doing some surgery work.
Now you learned some key piece of Kiswahili, and what was that?
Favorite new expression is tiamoto. It translates into throw the fire.
Throw the fire. That's what we're talking about. That may be the new t-shirt, Tiamoto, throw the fire. So here's what we got going on is that while you were there, you're a CrossFitter, right?
That's right, 7 years.
7 years? Is that even legal?
2004.
And what's your best friend time?
3:10.
No, discipline. I'm just kidding. We're just throwing real athlete here. But here's the deal: is that what you can also run like a Cape Buffalo. Let's be honest, right? And while you were there, you had to participate in this Jonglai Freedom Run, which was what?
It was a 15K freedom run for the new country of South Sudan. That, as the doctors overseas, we were asked to run it with the Sudanese, and I kind of hurt myself in the process.
So, really good athlete, we've known for a long time, good mechanics, ends up having a little bit of knee pain, right?
That's right.
So here's what we're gonna do. What we're gonna try to do is give Mr. Webster a quick take-home tutorial, things he can do. He's got a band he's gonna take with him, and now we're gonna show him working some upstream and downstream problems. Primarily is that we found out he was missing all of his internal rotation and extension. That's a key idea, internal rotation and extension. So here's our piece of homework for him. Starting one, we're gonna go ahead and put him into the band, working on that hip. And what we're trying to do is work on upstream and downstream. If we can unload the hip upstream of the problem of the knee and then downstream below, we can buy some slack. So he puts the band in the ghoulie, he drops that right onto something soft because his knee is a little bit hot. And then you'll notice that he is kind of flexed forward at the hip here. He's trying to squeeze the butt to bring that hip through, and then he can also push this hip laterally. What's the minimum therapeutic dose, doctor?
2 minutes.
2 minutes! Right, so, or I should just say mobilize as long as your Fran time. Don't you think that's easy to remember?
Yeah.
Some of you guys, that's incentive to get better. Okay, so he's got this, and then one of the things he can do here, as we talked about before, is that he can bias a little more internal rotation. So I'm just going to lift his leg up, look, and just put him in a little more internal rotation. And now we're kind of biasing that femur to rotate interiorly, and we're going to catch more of this outside piece. Okay, so that's homework number one. Homework number two is that I have just this dumbbell because this represents a brick. This represents a Sudanese lacrosse ball, okay? Because sometimes you can't travel. What we've got is we've got him in extension. He's working on this kind of lateral hip on the other side, obviously, down here. But he's just putting it right on his flexor wad, right on that mass. And you see how he's making the pain face? Don't make the pain face. That's a private face. And then he can even turn that foot up, which is more internal. Oh, there it is. There's the pain face, right? Ladies, I think he's single. If you like the Sudan and are into medicine, this is your guy. But seriously, I want you guys to go. We'll put the link up. TeamRubiconUSA.org is a blog about the work that these guys do, and I want you to check it out. We'll put it up there. Okay, so what's the minimum therapeutic dose?
2 minutes.
All right, now let's go ahead and we're going to go on as we work on just simply, hey, what can you do in the middle of working with folks? Throws that foot up on the box. Well, go ahead and do that one first. That's fine. Or just work on the internal rotation we showed you. So he's got the foot up, and then he's just simply putting himself into some internal rotation. It's simple. Doesn't have the band, can't set up, but something easy. And this guy is a long-legged banshee, and so it's really simple that he can work on this position, especially since this is the range that he's missing in running. And you can, and Webster's a really good runner, but you can see that he's having a hard time actually even getting the hip into extension in this position. So ultimately, he needs about 15 or 20 degrees of extension to be a good runner. And if he's missing this, then that knee's going to be coming forward and load funny. Minimum therapeutic dose?
2 minutes.
That's it. All right, and lastly, we often take off the big pieces. We forget that right below that pesky knee is this really tight posterior chain, right? Go ahead and throw that foot up. So check it out. He has the whole foot up on the box, right? And now he's got to squeeze his butt, and that's what's going to allow him to bring up. And lo and behold, that thing is a little bit tight, yes?
That's right.
And one of the things is we want to worry these tissues. Remember the paperclip analogy? Hammer on this thing nonstop all day long. Ladies and gentlemen, team RubiconUSA.org, our very own Josh Webster. We'll see him around again. Talk to you soon.